Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Plan for today, we're gonna mess around with the Impala a little bit. I think what we're gonna do first is grab the shop vac and vacuum this thing out. There's right up here under the cowl, there's a bunch of wet, soggy, it's a tile, soggy leaves and stuff, and I'm worried about that causing some rust and damage and stuff. So we'll pop the hood, get all that sucked out of there. Get the inside all cleaned out, see just how solid this is, get the old insulation, all the weeds and who knows what out of here. See what we're working with. But first, I was poking around in here and I saw some keys. So I was wanting to see if any of these were for the doors and trunk. There's let's give these a try. That'd be really cool if that actually went to this car. Oh, that's close. I don't think we got that lucky though. Alright, didn't get so lucky. Maybe the doors. Oh, that went in all the way. It went into this door pretty easy. Maybe I'll have to grease that up and play with that a little bit more. But yeah, let's go grab the shop vac and start cleaning this thing out. Well, there's everything that came out. It's pretty gross. Nothing too exciting. There's my parking brake pedal cover, side marker light, a couple 22 shells, bunch of fuses, gas pedal. But here's what we're left behind with. Let's see if we can get out the focus. There we go. No real surprises about what I was expecting. Looks pretty good actually. A little damp over there than the spot that I already knew about right there, and that's about it. I did get this cowl area cleaned up as well. A little muddy and whatnot, needs a good pressure wash, but We got all the gross moldy stuff out of there. Clean up the engine bay as well. Whatever it looks like they used to seal these wheel tubs to the body. It's growing a little moss, but we can get that cleaned up. I did find a surprise. I don't know if you can see that right there, but it looks like airlines or something. So I peeked underneath, and it's too low to tell, but there might be airbags on this. I couldn't tell if that's what I was seeing or not. So just for fun, I'm gonna jack this thing up and see if somebody threw airbags on the rear of this car. Well, here we are into the car. Come back here and look at that. Somebody put some airbags on this car at some point. Can't really see, but this has got them too. So that's cool. Might have to find an air compressor and see if those things still hold air. Get the rear end of this thing up a little bit. See if I can figure out where the air nozzle comes in at. Looks like it came out of the trunk somewhere. We'll have to do some more poking around. Well, I think that about does it for today. It's getting dark already. Only have a few minutes to come mess around. I think next time, tomorrow, we'll come out here and play around with this engine, see if we can't get it to actually light off and run, just for fun. Even though we're getting rid of this thing. These small blocks only really need 2 or 3 wires to run. I don't even know if this engine is good. Oh hey, well, there you go. It's not locked up. As long as it's got compression, we can make this thing run. Yeah. But I'll go kind of through that process with you, show you what it takes to get these things to run. I would just obviously get in and start the key, but there is it's missing parts of the ignition, so we'll do that tomorrow. All right, change of plans. I know I said we'd try and mess around with the engine, see if we can get it running, but we're gonna switch it up. It's cold, and I don't want to mess around with the engine, so instead we're gonna go play in the snow out in a wrecking yard. About an hour and a half south of here, there's a really good wrecking yard. I've used it a couple times. It's one of the few around here that actually has some old classic cars. So we're gonna go down there, see if we can find some parts for the Impala, seats, some dash pieces. I don't know, we'll see what we can come up with. We're gonna take off, head south, and see what we can find. Well, successful day at the junkyard. We found seats. got front seats. Obviously they're pretty gross. This was the yards down in southern Utah. Pretty dry and dusty down there with all the red rock. Whenever you got wind that comes up, it just fills the cars down there with this red dirt. This should clean up pretty good. Found a hood hinge for this side of the car. You can see it's that one's pretty shot. Should help the hood line up a little better. This is a 2-door seat. You can see it's just sitting loose in here. What you do is pull that handle right there, and the seat leans forward, splits right there in the middle, leans forward. So with the idea that you crawl past the seat past the front seat into the back seat. But this is a 4-door, and 4-doors didn't originally have that. So I mean, it's not technically the correct seat, but it'll bolt right in. It'll just be a little different. Got back seats as well. I found a backrest in really great shape. Unfortunately, this was the best base that we could find. It's pretty gross, but I was planning on recovering these anyway, so they don't even match. This is kind of dark green. This is blue. But anyways, it's a good starting point. It's got a good frame and sliders and base and whatnot. As you can see, we also found an instrument cluster surround. Start filling these holes in the dash up front. We're also able to track down an actual instrument cluster here. These things are pretty simple, really. Only needles you've got is a fuel gauge and a speedometer. And a couple dummy lights down here. So we've got hot, we've got brakes, we've got generator, and we've got an oil light right there. But anyways, I've got a trick. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I've got a trick to try and get. You can see, I don't know, somebody tried to clean it the same. I don't know, somebody scratched it pretty bad. But we're going to try and see if we can't clean that up a little bit. I also picked up, obviously, these rear tires are no good. I was able to pick up this guy and this guy from somebody for just a couple bucks. So I think we will throw these tires on as well, so we can at least have a rolling vehicle. Get air in all 4 tires. And all right, tires are swapped over. Front one fits pretty good, and the back one's super wide, and I part of me hoped it would fit, but it's super close, but I don't think it's gonna fit. So I don't know, we'll have to keep an eye open for more tires still. And I've got the original two on this side. You can see the original tires are pretty well, they're done. All right, let's get stuff set up and see what we can do about the glass or the plastic on this this instrument cluster. All right, time to see if we can save this this lens on this thing. So I went ahead, it's held on with bolts all around the outside, and it pops right off just like this. So I was talking with a friend, and he mentioned that this stuff right here, this McGuire's plastics, it's actually meant to do headlights, but I guess he says it'll clean up any sort of plastic like this real well. So I've got a polish ball on the end of my my gun here. I don't know. Put a little of this compound on it, go over it a few times, and see if we can clean that up at all. Well, there's the final result. I don't know how you can see that, but it actually cleaned up really nice. Super happy with that. I'm gonna have to file that trick for later. There's a couple places, like right here, that's actually like physical deep scratches that I don't think will ever come out. But as far as all that light surface stuff that made it all hazy, it cleaned up really nice. Yeah, super heavy. So I think that'll do it for this episode. Next time, I think we're gonna try and get it running, see if that old 307 will actually fire up, see if we can figure out some wiring and get it to turn over and see if it'll run, see if the transmission works, maybe even rip around the block a little bit with it just for fun. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.